Hello, dear students. I am here with the social studies subject of class 6th. So, firstly, I will start from the geography part, and the first chapter of geography is our solar system. Before we will start the solar system, it is important to know about some more topics. Let's see what we are going to learn in the first part. Celestial or heavenly bodies, the universe, Big Bang theory, galaxy, stars, constellations, the sun, the planets, and satellites. Firstly, we will learn about the celestial or heavenly bodies. When we look up and see the night sky, we notice thousands of stars that are spread all over like swarms of glow worms in a dark forest. The sun, which is the most important source of light and heat for us, is one of these stars. The stars, the satellites, and the planets are among the countless objects spread across the sky. So, students, all the objects that shine in the night sky, such as the sun, the moon, stars, planets, etc., are called celestial bodies or heavenly bodies. Or we can say that the objects in the space are called celestial bodies. These celestial bodies constitute of a universe of which our earth is also a part. That means earth is also a celestial body. All the celestial bodies combine or constitute to form the universe. So, students, whenever someone asks you what are the celestial bodies, your answer will be all the shiny objects in the sky, such as the sun, moon, stars, planets, etc., are called celestial bodies. Now, the next that we are going to see is the universe. Everything that exists in space is part of the universe. The universe consists of the sun, the moon, the earth, stars, gas, dust, and all forms of life. Students, the universe is everything that we can touch, feel, sense, measure, or detect. It includes living things also, planets, stars, galaxies, dust, clouds, light, etc. Billion of stars combine to form galaxies, and the group of billion of galaxies is known as universe. The universe contains billions of galaxies. Each galaxy contains millions or billions of stars. Simply we can say that the universe is consist of the sun, the moon, the earth, stars and other planets, gas, dust and all forms of life. Now the question arises that how is the universe formed? So we will learn about the Big Bang theory. It is said that the theory that tell us about that how our universe came into existence is only known as Big Bang theory. Scientists go through number of evidences to find out that how our universe actually looks like today it is. Scientists propose the theory of Big Bang to explain that how the universe started. So basically, the Big Bang theory is a scientific theory about how the universe started and then made the stars and galaxies we today. This theory was proposed by the scientists Lee Meitner and George Gamow. The Big Bang Theory, it is important to know that the Big Bang Theory was proposed by the scientists Lemaitre and George Gamow. According to this theory, the universe came into existence almost 14 billion years ago. Scientists proposed in this theory that our universe was formed approximately 13 to 14 billion years ago. As this theory, it was told that there was an explosion took place. That explosion was only known as Big Bang. The entire universe was as a hot dense bubble, was a small hot dense bubble at the time of explosion. After the explosion, the particles explode away and gradually during a course of millions of years, means it took millions of years, the it cooled down and expanded to its present form. Now we will see the galaxies. What are galaxies? The cluster of, or the cluster word means the group. The clusters of billions of stars, dust, and gases are bound together by gravity. Such clusters of stars are called galaxies. Students, so simply if someone asks you what are galaxies, so we can say that galaxies are clusters or group of billion of stars, planets, dust and gases that are bound together in a space by gravity. These or million of galaxies combined together to make up our universe. There are billions of galaxies spread out in the universe. While larger galaxies have trillions of stars, the smaller ones consist of less than a billion stars. There are number of, or we can say that there are billion of galaxies spread in our universe. Some are very large with trillions of stars and some are smaller but with billions of stars. Galaxies have different sizes, shapes, and brightness according to the number of stars. The sizes of the galaxies, or according to their movement, the shape of the galaxies varies. On the basis of their shapes, there are three major types of galaxies. As it is shown in the picture, on the basis of shapes, there are three major types of galaxies: elliptical, spiral, and irregular. So, galaxies are the cluster or the groups of billions of stars, planets, dust, and gases that are bound together. Our solar system is found in the galaxy named Milky Way. Milky Way is the galaxy, same, it is a galaxy that is the cluster or groups of billion of stars including planets, dust, and gases. Now, stars. The little twinkling dots that we can see in the night sky are stars. Stars are the giant ball of gases in space and have their own light. The night sky is full of innumerable twinkling objects that all of you have seen. The night sky, whenever we see the sky during the night sky is full of innumerable number of twinkling objects. Those twinkling objects are only known as stars. Now, stars are very big. Since they are very far away from us, that's why they are very small to look small to us. Stars are very big and hot celestial bodies made up of gases. Stars are made up of gases and are very hot. Stars emit heat and light. You must have noticed that stars are of different sizes and brightness. Whenever we see in the night sky, we see different types of stars. Some were shining brightly, some were less shining at the time. Sizes are also different. So it is because these are located at various distance from the earth. The sizes of the stars look smaller to us because some are closer to the earth's surface and some are very far away from the earth's surface. The sun is also a star, but it looks big because it is closer to the earth's surface in comparison to the other stars. All the stars that you have noticed in the night sky belong to the galaxy named Milky Way. Milky Way is the name of our galaxy that is formed by millions of stars. Milky Way is also known as Akashganga. Now the question arises how the stars are formed. So, since we are knowing that stars are made up of hot gases, stars take millions of years to form. Each star takes millions of years in the formation. The beginning of the stars started as a nebula. Now, what is a nebula? A nebula is a cloud. It is a form of cloud that is formed by gas and dust. Now these gases react with each other and by the energy that released makes the nebula hot dense ball. Soon the nebula becomes a hot dense ball and the center heats up. As the center heats up, the hot core becomes a star and it radiates great amount of heat and energy around it. So basically, stars take millions of years in formation. They begin their lives in a nebula, which is a cloud of gas and dust. Soon the nebula becomes a hot, dense ball and the center heats up. This hot core becomes a star, giving out great amount of heat and energy. Now we will see what are constellations. When you look up in the sky at night, you can see group of stars forming different shapes. Whenever we look into the sky, we can see that some stars or some groups of stars are making some shape or some pattern. So that shape or pattern is only known as constellation. So simply we can say that the constellation is a group of stars that makes an imaginary shape. Constellation is also called nakshatra. While watching at the night sky, we can see the various patterns formed by different groups of stars that is only called constellation or nakshatra. A constellation may have just 10 stars or sometimes more than a million stars. For example, one of the most easily recognized constellation is the Ursa Major or Saptarishi. Saptarishi is the constellation that is formed by group of 7 stars. Saptarishi looks like means it is also known. There is a story behind Saptarishi. It is also known as 7 sages. Some other examples of constellations are, you can see in the picture, Ursa Major, that is only Saptarishi. It is made up of 7 stars. Ursa Minor, Orion, Taurus and Scorpius. Now we will look what is a sun. As earlier only we have learned that sun is also a star. Sun is the closest star to the earth. The sun is the largest member of the solar system. Sun is the father of the solar system and it is at the center of the solar system. Sun's gravitational pull holds the entire solar system together. Now, sun is made up of, like stars are made up of hot gases, sun is also made up of hot gases and it provides huge amount of light and heat to all the planets. Sun is the core or the center of the solar system. As we are knowing that the morning or the day starts with the rising of the sun and the night starts with the setting of the sun. So it is basically clear that sun is a greatest source of energy and heat on the surface of the earth. Planets like earth, they do not have their own heat and light. They get the light or heat from the sun only. Now we will learn about the planets. The word planet is a Greek word which means wanderer, the one who roam from here to there. The celestial bodies called planets have been named so because they are in constant motion around their parent stars. The planets, also look like the stars only, but the stars twinkles and the planets glow steadily in a constant way. The simple definition of planet is the celestial bodies that revolve around the sun in a fixed orbit are called the planets. Today we recognize the celestial bodies that were glowing steadily earlier. They are not considered as stars, so scientists recognize them as planets. Planets do not have their own heat and light. They are made up of rock or dust particles. Planets do not twinkle like stars. Since planets do not have their own heat and light, the sun is the major source of heat and light for all the planets. We get heat and light from the sun only. Planets reflect sunlight that is incident on them through the sun. Planets follow a definite path. All the planets follow a definite path to revolve around the sun. The fixed path that a planet follows to revolve around the sun is called orbits. You can see all the planets. Earlier we were having 9 planets, but now the last one, that was Pluto, is considered as the dwarf planet. In further video I will explain you about the dwarf planet. First we will see about all the 8 planets. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are the 8 planets. They all revolve around the Earth in a fixed orbit. You can see in the picture the dotted path, that is only known as the orbit. They never leave their orbit and they are bound to the solar system with the gravitational pull of the sun. Now, what are satellites? As the planets revolve around the sun, the satellites revolve around their planets. Simply, the celestial bodies that revolve around the planets are called satellites. We are having 2 kinds of satellites here, 2 types of satellites. First is the natural satellites and the other one is artificial satellites. The natural satellites are made by the nature only, they are existing naturally. Artificial satellites are the satellites that are created by humans to know about the weather forecasting, about the minerals' existence under the earth's surface, to broadcast channels and many other things. So, satellites are the celestial bodies that revolve around the planets. There are 2 types of satellites: artificial satellites, Aryabhat, example is Aryabhat, you can see in the picture, and natural satellites. Thank you, students.